Welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. 1-0. 1-0. That is the results Manchester United pulled against Fulham. Now, Lisandro MartineZ, the real butcher, is back. This guy is just the kind of player that we really want to see at Manchester United. You know, he was fiery, he was always engaged, he was tackling, he was, defending, he was covering, he was scoring, He scored a beautiful goal, deflected all the same, but it was the only goal that was scored in the night. The most important statistics in any football game is always the goal scored. And Manchester United, Lisandro MartineZ, gave us that beautiful, beautiful winner. And we take it. We take it all the way. Now, at this point, we don't really care about performance. We don't really care about the number of passes, the number of whatever, those many, many statistics that people talk about, the XGs and the YGs and the FGs and the whatever Gs you want to talk about. The only G that matters here is a goal, and that is what we got from Lisandro MartineZ. Deflected in, that is what we care about. Now, another player that I really want to talk about, or to just give my praise to, is young Collyer. This boy, basically, that was like a winning tackle, a winning save. He was there at the line to clear that particular goal-bound ball. So he headed this ball out when time was almost running out. These guys were about to equalize, and that will be a very sad situation. But Collyer was there. He was ready, and he headed the ball out of the line. We waited for the referee to point to the center line. Never came. We celebrated this one. So this kid is just shows you what kind of player United need. And you'll hear what Martinez talked about him. That is humble, he's ready, he's listening, he's taking advice, and he's also just using his natural born talent. So why can't players do this? Young players who come into the United squad, So I saw a player that is really, 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 really for the future of Manchester. He was tackling, he was tracking back, he was running, he was heading, and that clearance on the line, seriously, that could have been the man of the match. However, Lisandro MartineZ is the man of the match for me because he contributed a lot, over 90 minutes. Now, where are we headed with Rasmus Hojlund? Seriously, as a team, as a big club like Manchester United, where are we headed with this guy? Because everyone who watched that game, this guy was just bad. He was pathetic, This guy cannot hold on to the ball. He cannot control the ball. He cannot pass the ball. He cannot beat a defender. He cannot shield a defender. His size, is one of those big guys who easily falls, easily goes down, So you wonder, what is he really good for? Because he gave us zero outlet, Manchester United had zero outlet. Look at a striker with zero shots on target. No, zero shots, basically. There was nothing from this guy. And someone will say that I'm against this boy. I am not, because we know he can score goals. But then he's forgetting about the basics of football, the control, the pass, taking the right position when the ball is on the final third. Most of the time, Garnacho will be at the far end with the ball, and there's no one in the box, or there's only Hojlund, and he's in the wrong position where the ball can't get to him. So we are wondering, is he regressing or is he improving? Because what we are looking at, it's not improvement. That is not improvement. Because if you look at players who have improved, there's Garnacho. You can say something about that. You can say Maguire has improved. You can say Collyer has improved. You can say Ugarte has improved. But for this guy, Hojlund, there's basically no improvement. So are we headed anywhere with this guy? Because when Zaxi comes in, there's totally a different kind of atmosphere now. Because players are able to pass the ball to him, because he's able to hold on to the ball, he's able to pass, he can turn, he can take on defenders, he can shield his ball. He's doing most of these things. His only challenge is that he's not an out-and-out number 9, He's a 10, 9.5, give and take, But Hojlund, our number 9, he's not doing anything to help the Manchester United cause. So the game was played in a very, very interesting environment, because up to 60 minutes, No team had had the ball, touched the ball in the opponent's box because it was just cagey. But Fulham had showed they needed this game. They were running at United's defense. They were creating scenarios. They were creating overloads. They were creating crosses. Robinson was bringing in crosses. But our defense stood strong, and that is something that we can really say United has improved on. They were pulling our defenders out of shape, but I think with this system of Amorim, as a defender, you have to get out of your way. You have to play uncomfortable. That is what we saw Delete doing, chasing Iwobi out of our defensive third. He was making sure that he presses this guy out of place. So when Adama came in, there was really a fear that it's gonna be difficult because remember the last game we played against Fulham, Adama really hurt us. His pace, his power, his cross, but we did not give him his chance. The coach switched the defenders. Dalot went to take care of Adama, and later when Malacia came in, so it was easier to handle this situation. We were able to handle this. They had shots, but they were basically off target. But if you look at statistically, they had more shots than United. United only had one shot, and these guys had almost 4 shots on target. So you can see the team that had the initiative or took the initiative to try and win this game, but luck was on our side. This is purely luck because the play was not there, the coordination was not there. We were not creating chances, we were not offensive enough, we were not pressing these guys in their final third. So basically, these guys had a better chance of winning this game. So expected goals from these guys were basically higher than us because if you look at what happened in this game, this guy had a 0.7% expected goals, but for Manchester United it was just 0.25, and they had 51% possession, 49% to United. That shows you that Fulham still was up. They had 3 corners, United had 0 corners. How do you have 0 corners as Manchester United? It means that our offensive players are not there. Ahmad was quiet, Bruno was doing what Bruno does, but today he had very wayward passes. He was overhitting passes or underhitting passes. There's a pass that he almost gave an assist to the offensive to the Fulham team, but we managed to recover thanks to Lisandro MartineZ and also Bruno taking care of the spillover. When Yoro came in, he was stable, he was good, he was strong, he was pressing, he was passing, he was defending. He ensured that Robinson does not bring a cross into the box. So there was good things all over the place. Ugarte does what Ugarte does, always gets his yellow and puts his efforts. He left limping. I hope it's nothing serious, but he was solid, he was good. But generally, Manchester United team did not put a performance that is worth talking about. But the most important result in this game is that United won this game 1-0. These are teams that normally take points from United that we really wonder what is really happening. Now, we need to take some of these results into Old Trafford because we are winning away, but at home it's becoming very, very, very boring because teams are coming into United and picking points, winning games, beating us, and this league is not forgiving. It's not forgiving whatsoever. If you do not take your chances, that is the end of you because we are basically looking for 41 points. Will we get there? Consider subscribing, consider commenting, and consider sharing this video. Thanks for watching. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark.